All right, so this exercise is a hip thrust. You're going to be doing this one, or you can do it from home, it can be at the gym, whatever else, but I decided to film a video from home to show you how you can do it with just the edge of your couch or even just a floor. Could be the bed if you're struggling to get onto the floor, whatever it may be. However, this is a hip thrust. So how are we going to do this one, and why are we going to do this one? Is it's a really great glute exercise. So ultimately when we're thinking hip extension, and also correcting things like an anterior pelvic tilt where we've got a big arch in our lower back and we probably get, achy lower back, stiff facet joints, potentially some sciatica. This is a great exercise to correct that, really strengthen the glutes and create more hip extension so that our lower back becomes a bit flatter. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that, first that. So really great glute exercise, and this is how we're going to do it. So we will lean up against the couch. We're going to have our feet in around this position, feet, just inside shoulder width apart, knees slightly wider than our feet. We just go hands across our chest. From here, we want to pull our ribs and hips together so our lower back's flat, and then focus purely on hip extension. So we're not arching our lower back and pushing our stomach to the roof. We're pulling our ribs and hips together and we're driving our glutes through just to a big glute contraction. So my lower back is actually quite flat. I don't have an arch. My lower back's actually quite flat. From there, back down, up, squeeze the glutes. Down, up, squeeze the glutes. So we're really tucking our pelvis under and squeezing our glutes really hard. Just readjust. Looking straight ahead. Think hips to eye height. Hips to eye height. And really, tucking that glutes under, tucking the pelvis under, really hard glute contraction. So that is number one. If we wanted to do these on the ground, or it could potentially be on the bed, or on the couch or something if we're struggling to get onto the ground, we'll ultimately do a similar thing, but we're just going to be flat. So we want to tuck our ribs and hips together. Yep, you can see that. Lower back hard into the ground. Keep that. From there, just big glute squeeze. Down, big glute squeeze. Big glute squeeze. So again, my lower back's staying flat. I'm not pushing my stomach to the roof. I'm keeping my ribs and hips together at the front. Keeping my six-pack squeezed. And really squeezing my glutes. So I get that posterior pelvic tilt to there. So from here, up, big squeeze. Cool. So you'll do that for your desired amount of repetitions. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can have pauses. You can slow down your repetitions as well. That is a glute bridge or a hip thrust that you can do from home.